Hello, YouTube. This is Keith Kevin Kent. How you doing? How you doing? Oh, the day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday. I didn't leave the house to go shopping. Things I wanted just came in the mail today. I received 3 Spydercos in the mail. 2 of them were surprises. This one I was expecting. I'll show you the other one. One of them is going to knock your socks off because it knocked my socks off. It's a rare Spyderco, but we're going to save that one because I've been waiting for at least a year, maybe over a year, probably a year now, close to a year for this knife. It's the knife of the day is the Spyderco Sage 5 Lightweight. And oh yes, it did just drop. I literally just picked this up. It was delivered today. Picked it up at the front desk 10 minutes ago. And it just drops. And you guys know me. I don't mess with my knives. This is right out of the box. Of course, it's super sharp. All Spydercos are. That just falls. I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for it for a couple of reasons. First, they haven't had a Sage in a long time, since the Sage 5. The Sage 5, if you recall, is when Spyderco finally, it wasn't a humble brag. I was so happy when they finally said, look, we have to pat ourselves on the back for the compression lock. It's a very popular lock, especially with the Paramilitary 2 and now the Para 3. I was so happy when they came with the Sage 5 and patted themselves on the back for the compression lock. And so I've been waiting. Is there going to be another Sage? A lot of the Sages, I think all of them except for the 5, have been discontinued. And then they announced they were going to do a lightweight version. Now, you know, they've been doing a lot of lightweights lately. They did a lightweight Paramilitary, a lightweight Para 3. They did a lightweight Police. And here's the lightweight Sage 5. Now let's talk about it. First, lightweight means they put FRN scales on a knife that hadn't seen FRN scales. Okay? And they've called it lightweight because you replace this carbon fiber on top of G10 with fiberglass reinforced nylon, and you're going to save some weight. Other than that, everything else is perfect. Bi-directional FRN scales. Depending on how you hold it, is the grip, the grippiness on the scales. Usually I start with the blade, the steel, but the real difference with the lightweight is, of course, the scales that make it so much lighter. 13% lighter than the regular Sage 5. So you save some weight. You really do. Again, this weighs 2.7 ounces. 2.7 ounces. So you do save some weight. You also save on the price. Now, it's not super significant. I mean, it is super significant. I looked at Blade HQ. They're selling it for, what, like $30 less. So you get this perfect size, 3-inch blade, full flat ground blade. I always call this the Spyderco leaf-shaped blade. That's what we used to call it in the olden days. I'm saying the olden days. I only started collecting 4 years ago, but I read a lot of material, and they do call it that. Full flat ground spear point blade. Spear point blade. That's important when I do a comparison at the end of this video. Of course, it has the full forward choil on that 3-inch blade. It's S30V steel. All of the Sages, the Sage series, represent the locks. Okay, the folding locks like the compression lock and their maker. And that's why this is a celebration of the compression lock is the Sage 5. All of them have S30V steel. All of them have this spear point, what I call the Spyderco leaf-shaped blade. All of them are full flat ground. All of them have a wire clip, deep carry clip. All of them, which I love as well. The lanyard hole at the back of that clip, just like it was with Sage 5. And the forward choil, which means this 3-inch blade has a 2.6-inch cutting edge. Total size 7.1 inches, just like all of the other Sages. That's what I love about the Sage series. They're all the same. You know what to expect. The difference is the handle material and, of course, the lock. Each one having a different lock. The compression lock is what we've come to expect. It's a super strong lock, and the blade just falls. There are liners, super skeletonized liners to save weight. The clip, the wire clip, left hand, right hand, tip up only. Now, when they first announced this, and they said, when they announced, I forget which came first, the Sage 5 or the Para 3. I want to say that the Sage 5 came first. I'm sure you guys can help all of us and know which one came first. But all I know is when they did the Sage 5, and then the Para 3 came out, I went, man, this feels like a Sage 5 with the Para 3. Now, this is the Para 3 lightweight. Okay? And there are differences. They both have a 3-inch blade. They both are full flat ground blades. You see that? Depending on which Para 3 you get, of course, depends on what kind of steel you get. The original Para 3 lightweight right here had CTS BD1N steel. Of course, this is a distributor exclusive that has Bowler M390 steel. But they're the lightweights. In fact, the Para 3 is even lighter than the Sage 5. 2.7 ounces for the Sage 5 lightweight, 2.4 ounces for the Para 3 lightweight. But the big difference is the blade shape. The spare point leaf shape for the Sage, and I love that they have the leaf shape for the Sage 5. And with the Para 3, just like with the Paramilitary 2, they have the clip point. You see it? You see the differences? Also, the scales are different. Pointy on the Sage, rounded off on the Para 3. They're different, but if you're looking for a lightweight, full flat ground, iconic Spyderco, I think the Sage 5 lightweight is the way to go. You get everything. You get the full 50-50 choil, Spyderco characteristic. You get the leaf shape, Spyderco, full flat ground. You get the compression lock. In fact, this knife is celebrating the compression lock. You get the wire clip. Right hand, left hand, tip up only. And you get big smiles on my face. I know you don't care about that part, but I do. The knife of the day, very special knife. It's the Sage 5 from Spyderco, but it's lightweight Sage 5. 13% lighter because of that FRN scales. And then, just so you can see the comparison, here is the first Para 3 lightweight. Yeah, we have the serrated edge. The original Sage 5. And then we'll throw in the Bowler M390 lightweight Para 3 as well. There you have it. The knife of the day, the brand new Spyderco Sage 5 lightweight with the compression lock, the FRN scales, 13% lighter. 13% lighter than the original Sage 5. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on your notifications. Oh, I've got a doozy of a knife next. Oh, what a doozy. It's a rare one. That's coming up next. I appreciate all of you guys. Hope you had a wonderful, wonderful holiday. Don't spend too much money. All right? Have a perfect day. Keep those pockets full. Goodbye now.